I can't like lean on what I did before. I gotta like put my feet in the paint today, and work with.
Your wish is to have a partner in the scene that is cool and patient and understanding, so it doesn't.
The thing is, it kind of doesn't always matter where we are. We have these experiences regardless.
Right.
And so I think that humanity is what you're gonna really take.
Alicia CRIES describes how she managed to catch Lala Anthony and Swizz Beatz together. According to these disorganized blogs, Alicia CRIES discovered her partner, Swizz Beatz, skulking around with Lala Anthony, Carmelo's ex, indeed. And listen, people do not need any more evidence once they hear that combination. The pitchforks were already out. Let me set the scene before we begin blaming each other and creating headlines that will ruin weddings. There are two types of information: what is purportedly occurring and what is documented. First, the facts. In 2010, Alicia and Swizz tied the knot, 2 children. Since then, they have been smiling at us together on the red carpet. Conversely, Lala Anthony wed Carmelo in 2010 as well. And after he did, well, let us just say that Melo's jersey has been everywhere but the court. She filed for divorce in 2021. When this viral rumor first surfaced, some began to link it to 2021 when radio DJ Miss Jones said she got a direct message from Swizz's camp discussing his flirting with Lala. Swizz refuted it. Alicia remained silent. The internet then moved on. That is the way things have been up to this point. What started as a small spark has grown into a larger conflagration. You see, there is no need to even verify the tea. Twitter employees work there like it is their day job just because Lala, a woman in the same social circle, is connected to Alicia's husband.
Your wish is to have a partner in the scene that is cool and patient and understanding, so it doesn't.
People began speculating about Swizz being a bit too amiable at industry gatherings back in 2013. The streets remembered, but nothing remained. Let us fast forward until 2016. For reportedly fathering a child outside of his marriage, Carmelo Anthony is exposed. Lala's world was rocked by that, and all of a sudden, she was appearing alone, looking fine and unconcerned. But you all know how males behave in positions of authority. As soon as a lady shows signs of vulnerability, her friends rush to console her. Lala will begin to be photographed by paparazzi at the same events as Swizz and Alicia around 2017 or 2018. Just group situations, fashion weeks and art exhibits, nothing damning. She starts writing a college paper about adultery while bending over to get a drink. When 2021 rolled along, the narrative really took off. Swizz had been snooping on Lala, according to Miss Jones, a radio personality who has a reputation for leaking unfiltered tea. She said she received the invoices from a reliable source in Swizz's team. Alicia, however, said nothing. Because let us face it, sometimes words are not as loud as quiet. Now, in 2025, there are reports that Alicia caught them once more. No pictures or leaked texts, just rumors that are gaining traction because they match the story. Swizz made history when Lala singled. Alicia has a reputation for remaining composed in public. Whether it is true or not is irrelevant. The time frame of previous chaos makes it plausible, and rumor operates in this way. It only requires a pattern. Proof is not necessary. Let us face it, even if Lala is sitting pretty and keeping her distance, she could still wind up in someone's disaster. Why? Because her experience fits the description of a disorganized blog post. She is well known for her beauty in hip-hop circles, to start. Lala has always been the girl that everyone calls fine, from her days as an MTV VJ to power. They connect instantly if a man merely breathes toward her. Second, there was already a lot of turbulence in her marriage to Carmelo Anthony. On multiple occasions, Melo became entangled with side pieces. Do you recall the entire controversy surrounding the purported love child in 2017? Woo! Lala attempted to contain it. Third, Lala continues to circle influential men through her job choices, red carpets, private parties, reality TV, and acting roles. You can see her. Lala's brand relies on visibility, in contrast to Chance's mother, Sarah Chapman, who remained low-key. More cameras, more conjecture, and more stories waiting to be written are all results of that visibility. She is now, at last, single. Furthermore, according to gossip reasoning, industry plus appealing plus single equals automatic. She is tampering with the husband of someone. Even if it is true, nobody seems to care. Because it sells, they simply adore including Lala in plots.
I can't lean on what I did before. I gotta put my feet in the paint today, and work with.
Let us now discuss Swizz, whose name has been circulating in the rumor mill for years, not just today. You see, the beginning of Swizz and Alicia's relationship was already sensational. When he began dating Alicia, he was allegedly still legally wed to Mashonda, his first wife. In that notorious open letter from 2009, Mashonda even accused Alicia of destroying her house. People have been disparaging this marriage from the beginning. Swizz is a charming, flamboyant, and attention-seeking individual. Expensive gifts, luxury cars, and art exhibits. He is skilled at giving women a sense of visibility. His brand is that. Additionally, people feel temptation is present everywhere when your brand is women's man energy. Additionally, Swizz has a history of turbulent relationships with his ex-partners, public arguments over child support, and rumors of extramarital affairs even after he married Alicia. Everything sticks. Therefore, you do not even need evidence to prove that Swizz is cheating. His representative had already set the groundwork. When you combine that with Lala's predicament, scandal ensues immediately. It fits too well on the streets. Truth or fiction does not matter when it comes to Swizz, the flamboyant producer with a wandering eye, and Lala, the stunning unmarried actress sick of being Mello's punching bag. When it comes to her image, Alicia Keys has always taken the long view. Her brand was founded on grace, soul, and that sophisticated, drama-free queen persona. Consider it. Alicia did not respond on Twitter when Mashonda exposed her back in the day. She did not cry and go live on Instagram. She simply remained silent, grinned during interviews, and focus more on her music. It worked in that stillness. Let us fast forward to the current rumors involving Swizz and Lala. Alicia is not keeping quiet anymore, which is a calculated move because the bloggers start talking as soon as she does. Alicia's silence maintains her reputation while subtly stoking the flames. The problem with Hollywood rumors is this: sometimes the truth is not even important. Leverage is the key. These whispers from Lala and Swizz, for example, are more than just trivial. They are instruments. Behind the scenes, they can be used to divert attention, undermine credibility, or exert pressure on others. Consider the disaster created by Offset, and Cardi Doc's Swizz works with billion-dollar galleries and is well established in the art world. Alicia continues to sell out her tours. Lala is making an effort to establish herself in Hollywood. All that can be shaken by one nasty rumor. Opportunities abruptly disappear. Directors reconsider casting, and endorsements become anxious. Is Alicia being made to feel inferior by someone? Ultimately, from her days as an MTV VJ, Lala Anthony has been on her grind. Let us face it. She became well known for more than just being the wife of Carmelo Anthony. Sis has been accumulating credentials through acting, producing, books, and cosmetic lines. However, Lala, the hustler, and Lala, the ex-wife, are not always separated by the streets. Lala is always pulled back into the spotlight whenever Melo's name becomes popular, whether it is because of his NBA history or his side babies. People speculate that she only made it this far because she broke up with Melo after witnessing her glow-up, new figure, acting engagements, and red carpet appearances. This is where things start to get hot. People reverse that same narrative if the Swizz rumors are accurate. She exchanged a strongman for another baller. Even if they are untrue, people continue to criticize her accomplishments and question whether she is receiving sponsorship. In any case, men's names overshadow her grind. In the meantime, Melo was introduced as a potential Hall of Famer in spite of all the suspected cheating and outside children. His mess is treated as incidental. Lala has been dealing with that double-edged situation. Her victories are linked to controversy. Stats remain a factor in his victories. Thus, it is more than just rumors when people hear Lala with Swizz. It is another way that her name is associated with a man's reputation rather than her own creative output. And for years, that imbalance has followed her career. In relation to imbalance, let us discuss the issue of double standards. People laugh it off when Swizz's name is mentioned in relation to cheating, saying things like, "You all know how Swizz moves." However, as soon as Lala's name is spoken, she becomes untidy, thirsty, and incapable of maintaining a relationship. Do you see the pattern? This is nothing new. Examine the past. People question Beyoncé's value rather than Jay-Z's actions. When she retracted his infidelity, Jennifer Lopez was accused of being desperate when she switched relationships. Men like Future, on the other hand, are praised for being toxic kings, even though they have children with every sign of the zodiac. Lala is not treated with respect. Throughout Melo's NBA career, she was devoted to him, supported him, and even put up with some public humiliation. However, she gets dragged the moment she is spotted having fun, whether it is posing with 50 Cent or being thought to be close to Swizz. For women, that is the Hollywood script. Either you are the monster who took someone as a man, or you are the angelic wife who endures silent suffering. The worst part is still to come. By keeping women in such boxes, the bloggers make money. When Alicia is the silent queen and Lala is the homewrecker, drama sells better. If there are only 3 prosperous individuals living together in harmony, nobody gets it. But rather than becoming Kian the Hooper, he was the target of rumors that Swizz was popular with his mother, or that your dad was the one who did it. The child should not carry in such a manner. The same is true with Swizz and Alicia's children. Even though they are too young to understand what a cheating scandal is, their father's name is already being tarnished online. Imagine discovering rumor threads when you were old enough to Google your parents. However, they invariably suffer the consequences in the court of public opinion. We have seen this similar pattern with the children of Future, Diddy, and even Will and Jada. Let us talk about the entanglement between Alicia Mello and Lala Swizz. Nothing is going to change. Why? Because it has every component that blogs adore: power couples, sloppy timing, receipts, and the contrast between Lala's fiery makeover and Alicia's angelic persona. It resembles the realization of a Perry rom-com. Lala is even seen by some as leveling up. Swizz is viewed as untidy by some. Some people think Alicia is too reserved to be joyful. It is similar to a large riddle that nobody wants to solve. The other thing is this: black love triangles are not tolerated by the culture. Do you recall the turmoil involving Kim Porter, Cassie, and Diddy, or Jordan Woods, Tristan, and Chloe? The internet becomes its own soap opera once it gets a taste of a plot like this. Lala has 10 more acting gigs to schedule. Alicia is free to release another record. Swizz is capable of hosting another beat battle. One thing is certain though: Lala, Swizz, Alicia, and Mello are enmeshed in a plot that the internet is not prepared to wrap up, regardless of whether there is real substance to this smoke or it is simply a blog stirring things up. And to be honest, that is what sustains the gossip industry.